You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy volt your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Tiffany. How are you?
Good. It's been a while since we've talked.
It has. Good to see you again.
I know. So I wanted to connect. So you and I met back in March when you first got licensed.
Yes.
And before we go through that journey, I want to fast forward. Do you have an idea of how many properties you've closed since March?
Oof. Over 45. I've done 62 transactions.
Since March?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you were a brand new agent in March?
Correct.
Okay. What do you think your success was?
Well, I feel like I followed the system. I came into KW. They had amazing training and education opportunities. I had you as a coach, which definitely helped. Coaching, certainly gave me the foundation for my business structure and kind of how I excelled in real estate so quickly. But I do feel like a lot of it also was contributed to my network. I previously owned and operated some tax businesses. I was already in the financial field. And I did some credit repair and notary work as well. So being in financing and already working with that network, I feel like a lot of the success was also contributed to those people. So I've never done any paid leads. It's all been referrals. It's been really nice.
And, a lot of people take your network out of this. A lot of people are afraid to pick up the phone and make the phone calls.
That's so true. You can't be a secret agent. Everybody needs to know what it is that you're doing. Be excited about it. If you're passionate, that's genuine. It's going to show. But you need to also tell people, everyone, hey guys, I'm a realtor. I would love to help you with your buying, selling, or investing needs.
Right.
So just letting people know has been huge.
Yeah. And the one thing that I've watched your journey, and some of your business came from cold activity. Talk to me a little bit about that. And you don't have to give a lot of the details because I know that you want them to be yours. And yet what is some of that?
So for sale by owners, they're obviously already sellers. They're already looking for, they're looking to sell their home. So realistically, it's been proven, facts show that a realtor usually will get 20% more than a for sale by owner. So being that we don't charge that much, we more than pay for ourselves, it makes sense that we do that service and provide it to these for sale by owners. They need that protection. It's better to work with a professional, and it obviously looks like a more reputable sale to the public and the buyer. So for sale by owners has been huge for me. If I see a sign, no matter what I have on or what time of day, I'm stopping, I'm knocking at the door, I'm letting them know, hi, I'm your local neighborhood realtor. Who better to list with than me? I noticed it's for sale by owner. Love to get this on the market in front of a huge audience and find you the right buyer.
So you don't
we also
sugarcoat
want
the
to give them the
conversation.
most for their investment.
Yep. And you don't sugarcoat the conversation. You literally point blank and period say, I want to list your house.
I do. Yes. And I assume the sale. I let them know that I'm sending the contract. What's the best email to send your contract over?
Yep.
Discussion. I need to send you a form 3. What's the best email for you? Can I grab your contact information? And I'm going to shoot you a text now. Go ahead and save my number in your phone.
I love it. So were you fearful that you didn't know what you didn't know?
No, not at all. I knew that I needed that hands-on training. If I was ever going to learn, I needed to get out there and figure it out. So I just did it.
Right. And I'm assuming you made mistakes.
I have. As you know, you've helped me many times.
Well, and even making those mistakes, though, it never derailed you or stopped you from doing your one thing, which was lead generation.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you started in March. We're in December. You've done over 60 units. And you weren't afraid to work with both buyers and sellers on any specific property. So you almost married, like you had a listing, you had a buyer, you figured out how to marry it.
So true. A lot of them, my listings, I promote pretty heavy on social media. And oftentimes I find a buyer without representation through social media. So I'll go and I'll show a home. It's my listing. If you don't have representation, but you have a proof of funds, I'm absolutely okay with sending a Form 3 and showing you a home.
Absolutely.
Rep, or I'm the transaction broker on one side, and on the other side, I'm the listing agent.
Right. And so, and technically you're legally Maine, you're the listing agent. You can only be one or the other.
Right.
That's the learning piece, right? Because at the end of what I hear a lot is, what if they say yes? I don't know what I don't know. You never let that derail you.
Never. You can't. You're never going to learn. You can't be afraid to fail forward. I feel like there's only two options, right? You either win or you learn. So either way, you haven't lost anything.
Yeah. And we focus on affirmations. I feel like I will either win or learn is a great affirmation.
Yes.
Are there any other things that you tell yourself as you start your day to keep you energized to make it happen?
I speak everything into existence. So before I contact a for sale by owner, I already tell myself, this person wants me to sell their home. They know they're going to get more money with me. It makes sense to sell their home with me. So, I go into it with a confidence, feeling as though they've already said yes. Yeah. And some days I'll wake up and I say, you know what? I'm going to sell 3 houses this week. I'm putting 3 homes under contract. And wouldn't you know it, usually on those days, I put 2 under contract that day. And by the next day is the 3rd. So I feel like speaking things into existence and affirmations are so powerful. What you tell yourself, you're going to believe. You're always right. Whether you think you're going to fail or you think you're going to win, you're always right. So you have to go into it with a sense of confidence.
Absolutely. What impact has this journey in real estate had on your family?
Oh my God. It has been an incredible journey. It's had a massive impact. I get emotional even thinking about it. In the past 6 months, we purchased an investment property with cash, a multifamily. We didn't think we would do that. My husband and myself learned to put down floors, paint walls. My son is learning how to do minor repairs. He helps us measure things, the bonding and just the income it's created. It's like we have generational wealth for our family. I know that my children's children are going to be okay. We've purchased 2 income properties. We actually just purchased a piece of land and a mobile, and we moved the mobile onto the land. And we're renting that out. So we have 2 investment properties that we were able to purchase entirely with cash, no mortgage. So it's definitely made a major impact. And it's also kind of opened an opportunity to allow me to create my own schedule and be with my family when I need to be. So I'm not missing out on anything. It's just been incredible.
So folks who are thinking about getting out of the business because it's not going the way that it should be going, what advice would you give them?
Never give up. That moment when you feel like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. If you push through that, right on the other side, you're going to find breakthrough. Nothing happens in your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new. Talk to producers, people who, are finding success. Ask them, how are you finding success? Be willing and eager to do more. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm willing to work on a Sunday. Even if it means I have to bring my kids along, I'm going to show up to work on a Sunday. So you have to be able to make some sacrifices and put in the work. And then the other thing is pick up the phone. Yeah, my husband says, just pick up the phone. There are so many listings out there. The market is clearly thriving. It hasn't really slowed down. I'm doing just as many transactions now as I was in April, if not more. So it's definitely not slowing. Don't give up. There's plenty out there for everyone. And there's so many different avenues that you can find success in this industry.
Yeah, and stay out of your head.
Stay out of your head and don't ask other people their advice, because a lot of times, what's not possible for them doesn't mean it's not possible for you. We weren't all given this vision and the same so sometimes their opinions on what we should do is really the wrong thing to do, because you can't ask someone who's never done it.
Right.
And really, I mean, we all look at each other for advice. And I gotta be honest, Tiffany, we're competition, right? Stop asking your competition and start asking your clients. What is it that you want? How can I be a better agent for you? Talk to your clients. They got the answer every time.
I love that. I love that, right? Like, I feel like where you're winning is you're genuine. Yes, you have people in your world to call. And yet, even me, who my database is all realtors, right? So I'm not going to call realtors for business. I cold call. I have zero issues with picking up the phone and calling people and door knocking, because that's how you win the business. So whether you have a very healthy database or you pick up the phone and you cold call or you figure out where those people, you've done both and it really works. So no matter what your limitations are, how do you get through those limitations?
Like you said, I'm pretty fearless. So I don't limit myself. Like you said, you really have to get out of your head. That's really it. Read positive affirmations every day. Listen to motivational speeches. You could go on YouTube and find motivational quotes, speeches, everything, right? So listen to that in the morning. If you start your day with a positive thought and a positive mindset, you're going to have a positive outcome.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm wicked excited. Most people don't do 60 transactions in 5 years. So way to go with that. I didn't even realize.
I've seen the average is 6 a year. Yeah. I strive for 2 a week or better.
That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Well, if there's anything I could ever do for you, to reach out to me. And thank you for taking time. And hopefully someone will hear this and they will get out of their head. They will stop looking at the limitations and they will just take action. Because if you take action, it may take a little bit of time and you will make it happen.
Yes, you will. Massive action and intention.
Absolutely. All right, my friend. I will talk to you later. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.